Hey, what's going on, guys? It's me, the Gaming Pig. So, in hopes of making this a big end of the year video, I decided that I'll be ranking every single character in FNAF. Well, not every single. There are some characters that are missing, but overall, this has the main characters and, of course, quite a few side characters. But it mostly gets all the characters. I know it doesn't have the characters from FNAF World or Freddy in Space, but those are spin-offs more than games included in this one. So I'd rather not include those in this tier list. So I'm completely fine with what we have here. This is up to date until Frostbite Balloon Boy, so there are maybe like a few characters missing. Of course, the new plush trap skin is missing. And I noticed that I'm pretty sure Vanny is missing from the tier list, though I could be blind. But yeah, point is, I'm going to be doing this massive tier list. This will be my definitive tier list for 2020, and then next year I'll do the same thing, but with hopefully a lot more characters to rank in the future. So yeah, but without further ado, let's hop into this and start the ranking. So again, if you don't know how tier lists work, basically you pick a character and you decide, okay, is it S, which is the best, and then you kind of, or is it F, which is the worst, and you can kind of pick in between and decide. Now there are a lot of characters, and again, still a lot missing, so I'm going to try and speed through this process as much as possible without, rushing, like without explaining my thoughts at all. So yeah, but overall, I'm just gonna go ahead and get into this. So, this is in a strange order. There's really no particular order to it. So, like, as you can see, we start off with Eat the Baby, then Balloon Boy and Ballora. So, no order to this. So we're just gonna, drop right into this and see how we do. So this is gonna be a longer video, but I hope you guys stick with it. And yeah, so there will be a few more tier lists I plan to release in the future. Of course, because the year's ending, and I want to end it off with kind of, showing you my opinions on FNAF as of 2020. Um, you know, as well as that, I will be doing a video on probably tomorrow, announcing some new projects and stuff, and what 2021 is going to look like for the channel. And on the New Year's Day, I'm going to just kind of talk to you guys and look back on 2020 as a whole. So I hope you guys stick with that. But without further ado, let's hop into my tier list. So, okay, we're starting with Ape Baby. Again, a little strange. So Ape Baby, okay, is actually a reoccurring character. Now, this is the one from FNAF AR because she has green eyes, but in Ancestral Location, she appears as well. And, I mean, she's pretty cool. In FNAF AR, I would give her a higher tier, but just because this is an overall FNAF tier list, she doesn't really stand out too much. In Sister Location, she basically provides lore and shows you what Circus Baby did to Elizabeth. But really, otherwise, Ape Baby is just kind of a middle of the road character. Nothing too much to her. I'd even give her a D. No, we'll give her a C, because we'll give her a B, okay? Because she appeared in Sister Location, and that would kind of be like mad. That would be like E or D. But because she appears in FNAF AR and has a pretty good appearance, I'll give her a B tier. Nothing too great, but definitely above average. So okay. Next up is Balloon Boy. Balloon Boy gets too much hate. I'll be real with you. He's not a great character. He isn't. But for what it is, he's not awful. I'll give him. I'll give him a C tier. He was pretty average. He's a memorable character, but I don't think that he's a very cool character. In my opinion. Okay, Ballora. Ballora. I kind of like, kind of don't. I'll give her a D tier because I dislike her more than I like her. She's just my least favorite fun time. She's the most underutilized in my opinion. I don't know. I don't really like think of her as one of my favorites at all, and she's definitely a little below average for me. You know, Ballora is just one of those characters that's kind of like the most side characters to me in such a location. You could say that about Funtime Foxy, but to me, Ballora's design is just even more forgettable than Funtime Foxy's, and her mechanics, while unique, aren't aren't too fantastic. Okay, now we're moving on to Biddy Bab. Now I'm gonna give Biddy Bab a D tier also. Um, Biddy Babs are they were teased to be like this like really important weird thing in sister location, and then they just show up like once, and that's all. And then they do show up in the custom nights, but that's it really. So yeah, also the design's kind of meh and lame. I don't know, just not the greatest but not the worst. Okay, Bon Bon. Bon Bon is gonna get a B tier. Bonbon is pretty cool. You know, he's a hand puppet, and gets a lot of moments to shine in sister location. So I like Bonbon for that. Bonnet Bonnet is gonna get a C tier, very average. Just a little bit more forgettable than Bonbon. At the very least, Bonnet has a kind of cool mechanic where you boop the nose in custom night and in ultimate custom night to get rid of her, but otherwise nothing too much. But they do both show up in FNAF VR and have a kind of cool appearance, so that's nice. Okay, FNAF 1 Bonnie is gonna get S tier. FNAF 1 Bonnie is my favorite animatronic from FNAF 1. Just, I agree with Scott completely, at least in FNAF 1, Bonnie is one of the scariest animatronics, because Scott just had a way of making Bonnie be so scary. Bonnie's there from the very beginning, even earlier than Chica. Bonnie is just there the whole time. She has some really cool appearances on the cameras, and just overall is a very memorable character, and something that I remember very well about FNAF 1. Uh, is Bonnie and Bonnie's jump scare. But a lot of the FNAF 1 jump scares got me, but Bonnie's jump scares particularly is scary to me. So yeah, that's why I like Bonnie a lot. Okay, Broiler Baby is gonna get an E tier. Broiler, you know what? I'll give Broiler Baby a D tier. Broiler Baby again is pretty good, a pretty good skin. I'll give Broiler Baby a C. Broiler Baby's a pretty good skin. It's not one of the ones that I like always will remember and just think is the best skin ever, but it does a pretty good job. Um, of being unique and different compared to all the other skins. Uh, Bucket Bob. Bucket Bob's gonna get S tier to be honest. Um, okay, and we're gonna keep Bucket Bob in S tier. Who could forget Bucket Bob, to be honest with you? Um, hmm, I will change that later. Okay, this is the Burnt Foxy from the hard mode of Repair Foxy in FNAF VR. I'm gonna give them him a B tier as well. I don't remember him too much, but what I do remember is that the design was just crazy cool. It fit um into the whole fiery kind of, I don't know, molten burnt aesthetic that level was so well, and I really like all the hard mode animatronics in the repair sections. So yeah, that's just a cool character. Don't remember him too much. In all reality, though, about Booker Bob, he's gonna get an F tier. I don't remember him at all. Um, Candy Cadet is, in my opinion, very overrated. Tell me otherwise. I think that Candy Cadet is very overrated. His stories are kind of spooky, so yeah, I'm not giving him anything higher than a C tier. Okay, Chica. Chica is gonna get an A tier just because out of respect for FNAF 1. I think that Scott did a good job of making Chica something memorable, and another unique design, especially at the time. With I mean, just a very realistic animatronic. And another one that scares me in FNAF 1, and in Ultimate Custom Night has some great mechanics. and just in all her appearances, she has good mechanics and is always decently memorable. So yeah. Okay, Chocolate Bonnie is gonna get uh, a B tier. I would give Chocolate Bonnie higher if this was just a tier list for the FNAF AR skins, but when weighing the FNAF AR skins with all the other characters in FNAF, he's gonna get a B. He is a cool character, very unique and special and different, a great Easter skin, but compared to like Chica and anything higher than that, it just doesn't compare. Okay, Baby. Uh, Baby is a good character. Not one of my absolute favorites, but for lore reasons, she's really cool. She kind of just is thrown in there in the middle of the series, and we don't really forget about her. She's a really cool character. She doesn't even jump scare you, and we rarely see her in such a location, and she still has that much of an impact. It's something to, you know, uh, testament, I guess, to this character. Because her voice actress is just amazing. Okay, FNAF 1 Cupcake. Um, I don't know. This is a weird one. Uh, I guess I don't know. This is weird. The FNAF 1 Cupcake. Like, are there any of the other cupcakes? That's my question. Oh yeah, there's Nightmare Cupcake. Wow, amazing. Honestly, a little more I'll give I'll give him C tier. Okay, I remember this cupcake the most out of all of them, but he's just kind of there, you know. I'll give him a D. No, we're gonna give him an E. Okay. The Shadow Freddy from Freddy Repair in FNAF VR. Another pretty cool one. I really like this one. Another unique design for Steel. Basically, just making Shadow Freddy if it was actually Shadow Freddy. Um, so I like this design quite a lot. It's really cool. Okay, Dee Dee. Dee Dee is just Dee Dee's just someone you never forget. Um, Her mechanics are definitely unique in UCN, but she's a genuinely annoying character. Um, so I guess I remember her. So she'll get an E tier. Dreadbear. Okay, Dreadbear. Dreadbear I like a lot. Dreadbear's gonna get an A tier. Steel, when they make unique designs, I think do great jobs with them. This Dreadbear here is no different. Of course, like Frank and Freddy, kind of. Just a great design. In the levels, I don't think his minigame in particular is great. Um, but I think he makes up for that with all of his Easter eggs and appearances in the Curse of Dreadbear main hub, and he's just a memorable character. Great Halloween representation. Just looked awesome. Okay, Easter Bonnie. Easter Bonnie, I'll give D tier. You know, it's just kind of one of those FNAF AR skins that you know exist, but you kind of forget about, right? I don't think we're all just thinking about Easter Bonnie nowadays. Um, I remember Chocolate Bonnie more, and then they just threw in Easter Bonnie because they wanted another skin. So kind of okay. Uh, okay, El Chip. El Chip, you know, I actually like El Chip. Um, of course, he's kind of meant to reference, you know, Chipper. I'll give him a C tier. He's pretty cool. His advertisements in UCN are just something amazing. I like him. Okay, Electrobab. Electrobab, I don't even remember, like, at all. Electrobab's just there in the custom night of Sister Location and is completely forgotten about. Okay, Endo 01. Endo 01 is kind of like the tier. He's like, oh yeah, there is that, but it's just kind of there. It's always there. You know, I'll give it a C tier because it's just always there. You know, you don't forget it. Same with Endo 02. He's just always there. Okay, Ennard. Ooh, I know a lot of people love Ennard. He's not particularly one of my favorites, but I respect the importance and the interesting lore that he has. with him, so I'll give him a B tier. I still don't think he has the impact of like Baby as a character, but I think that it does a interesting job of expanding on lore. I'll give him a A minus. Okay, this is an A minus for you. But it still belongs in A. Okay, Firework Freddy. A little bit worse than Easter Bonnie, I think. But I guess I remember him a little bit, so he'll get E. Flamethrower Bear Endo, same thing really. I don't like him too much. Just a kind of derpy design. Flaming Springtrap. I like him a decent amount. It definitely doesn't live up to these guys, but he's a pretty good skin. I won't lie. He's one of my favorites. I love. It makes sense that I made him on fire because of FNAF 3 Fire. Okay, Foxy. I do think he's overrated, but you know what? He is what started all of the Foxy designs to come, and I love a lot of the Foxy designs. And this design was scary and still is, to be honest. Like it's just that extra character that's hiding in the other stage. He has such a memorable impact in FNAF 1, so he'll get an A tier. Okay, Fredbear. I respect him on lore. Okay, but we see him for like a split second. He does the bite of 83. So he'll get a B. He's there. I wish that we saw more of him and hope that we do see more of him in the future. Okay, the Freddles. Same thing with the Cupcake, really. Just like, oh yeah, I remember them. But I remember them a little bit more than the Cupcake. And to be fair, they're seen a lot in FNAF, so and they're pretty unique. They're a pretty unique idea. So look at the Frostbear. Frostbear is really good. I'm gonna give him an A. This is probably the only FNAF AR thing that will get an A tier, just because it's a really different and original. This is the first thing in FNAF AR that was like this. That was like a holiday, Christmas skin, basically. Of course, this isn't a skin technically, but it's basically a skin. Okay. And it's the first of its kind, and I'll never forget it for that. It's really awesome and special. Okay, Freddy, I I don't again, you know, Freddy is just one of those characters that I like. Of course, he's the main character of the entire series. He's just not my absolute favorite. He doesn't have much lore importance. Um, all of his versions really don't, except for like Fredbear. So he is a character that started all of the Freddy designs, so he again deserves respect. But to me, he's still not S tier. Fun time at Chica. She appears. I think that Scott did a really good job of making Funtime Chica. So I'll give her a B tier. I just think that man, he did a really good job. I've seen plenty of fan interpretations of Funtime Chica, and this knocks all of them out of the park, in my opinion. Just a really good design. Funtime Foxy. I like Funtime Foxy a lot. I love the design. Okay, I love um his mechanics in UCN. I love that his minigame in, of course, FNAF VR, and I love his voice. I think he's a really pretty good character. I'll give him a B tier. I don't think he's A, but he's pretty good. Um, okay, Funtime Freddy will get a little bit higher than these two. No, I'll go Funtime Chica. Okay. Anyway, so Funtime Freddy, he's got Bon Bon with him. He's got an amazing voice, probably one of the most memorable voices in Sister Location, and his design is just something else. It's all awesome. It's perfect. Okay, Glamrock Chica. So this is a character in Security Breach in the upcoming game for FNAF coming later or later. I guess the beginning of 2021 is the best way to phrase it. Um, I really like her design. She's not my favorite Glamrock because I love some other Glamrock designs even better. But I really 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 like this design. I like Chica designs a lot, um, especially like when they really take the liberty to take just this chicken looking thing and just really make it look crazy and make it stand out, I guess. And Glamrock Chica really stands out as a really cool design, and I can't wait to see her in game. Glamrock Freddy is a little bit better than her. Of course, he has the like stomach opening thing. From what we can tell, Glamrock Chica does not, and I don't think he could fit that. Which is cool. And Glamrock Freddy, from what we've heard of his voice, sounds pretty cool. Um, so yeah, for right now, he's gonna get an A tier. He's a really cool design, and something that I think will be he might be my favorite character in SB. Not including Vanny, because Vanny is an S tier for me, but we'll get to her if they even have it on the list. We'll see. Okay, Glitch Trap. Glitch Trap. Glitch Trap's gonna get an S tier. While I kind of disagree with bringing William back again, I I think that Glitch Trap is a really cool way to do it, without making it just be like, oh yeah, William survived another fire. Um, I think this is really, really good. Um, his lore implications in FNAF are and beyond are amazing. I love what just the whole mind control thing and using Vanny to take out his plant. It's really, really something different for the series, and I love it for that. Also, his costume design, it just is so creepy and amazing. Okay, Golden Freddy, from FNAF 1, because I think there's gonna be like a withered Golden Freddy. Yep. FNAF 1, Golden Freddy, and UCN Golden Freddy. In the cutscene, he'll, uh, I think the Golden Freddy from FNAF 1 design is far more mysterious than Golden Freddy from FNAF 2. That was just something so much more rare than Golden Freddy from FNAF 2, because FNAF 2 you would see Golden Freddy like all the time, especially in the later nights. And in FNAF 1, you had such a rare chance of actually seeing Golden Freddy, and he's so mysterious, especially at the time. We still don't know exactly everything about him. Um, and you know what? He's really mysterious, and I love the character for that. He's just a recolor of Freddy, but I think he does a great job of being mysterious and spooky. Okay, Grim Foxy. Grim Foxy's gonna get an A tier as well. No, we'll give Golden Freddy an S. I think he deserves it. Um, Okay, Grim Foxy is a really, really cool design. Again, after years of having Jacko Chica and Jacko Bonnie, we finally had the closest thing we're going to get to Jacko Foxy. And I think they did a great job. Steelwool, again, making great original designs. This giant hook, amazing. Everything about him, really cool, especially his minigame. Happy Frog, um, E tier, not too memorable. you know, just kind of forgettable, I guess. Helpy, I think, is overrated and a little bit overused. I'll give him an E tier though. High Score Toy Chica is a pretty good skin. Um, I don't think it's a very good skin. For the event we had, I think this was the worst one, but I still think it's a pretty good one. So I'll get a D tier. Um, Jacko Bonnie. The Jackos are underrated in my opinion. I think they're really, really cool, and Jacko Bonnie's just gonna get a C, to be honest. Well, I think they're really cool and really something different and unique. I still don't think that they're anything like B, A, or S tier. So yeah. You know what? As a matter of fact, though, Jacko Chico will get B tier because she appears more and has as a voice and appears in more games. So yeah, that just that's just my thoughts on her. JJ, ah, JJ's gonna get an F tier. I don't remember her really too much. She's that little Easter egg that you get, and you also see in Ultimate Custom Night, but I don't know. I don't really remember her too much, so. Okay, Lefty. Lefty is really, really cool. Lefty, of course, being the puppet. Lefty has a lot of lore, but, the thing is, this is a bit more mysterious than the other scraps, because for most of the scraps, it's just kind of like, oh, it's so obvious as to who they are. I like that they added this tiny bit of mystery for Lefty, and basically Lefty was the puppet well, the puppet is inside of Lefty. And I like this. Scott did that little secretive stuff. So I'll give him or her a. Ooh, I'm gonna give him an A tier. One of my favorites. One of my favorites. I'll tell you that. Um. Okay, Liberty Chica. You know, it is what it is. It's cool. I remember it a little bit more than Firework Freddy. You know what? He's gonna get this. Okay. But yeah, Liberty Chica, I remember a little bit more than. I'll give her an average C tier, I guess. I guess that works. Yeah, an average C tier from me. I remember she's a really unique design for what it was. Of course, we've had no like 4th of July FNAF characters, so this is something that's pretty cool. Okay, Lolbit. Oh, okay, I like Lolbit's design. I think it's special and really unique, given we've never seen an animatronic that's like purple and orange. You know, that's a really interesting color combination, and I think the LOL thing is just kind of a neat gimmick. So I'm gonna give her an A tier. Listen, this is mainly on design, and I think the design is just something. To be fair, we'll give her a B. But still, this is all in design. Really, the character itself has nothing to her, but she does appear as an Easter egg in the game a little bit, so that's cool. Okay, Mangle, 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 Mangle. Okay, Mangle is gonna get a B tier. The whole idea of Mangle being all mangled up and tangled around, really, really cool. Um, the whole tear apart, put back together is not too believable, but you know what? It's cool. It's just a really cool design, and it worked very well. But I don't like her as much as A tier characters. Okay, Puppet, 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 Puppet. Since I gave Lefty A, I'm gonna give Puppet A. Uh, just another really important character. You know, many arenas are gonna get an F tier. They're just annoying, to be honest. They're in all the annoying modes. They're in um they're in custom nights, and they just appear in front of you on your face. They drain your oxygen in sister location custom nights, and they're in night 4 of sister location, so that's awful. And they're just really boring. You know what? For the sake of them being in room for one more, I'll give them E. But that's all. Okay, Molten Freddy. I'm not sure if I like Molten Freddy more than Ennard. I think I do. Yeah, I'm gonna say for most of the same reasons as Ennard, I'll give Molten Freddy an A tier. You know, same point purpose as Ennard, just without Circus Baby in her, and now Freddy is controlling the group. Uh, so really unique idea. Of course, Molten Freddy gets burnt up pretty quickly, but you know, when he's there, he's cool. Uh, I'll give him a B. Okay, Montgomery Gator. So I don't. I'm gonna give Montgomery Gator a C. Here's why. Montgomery is just not one of my absolute favorites. Glam rocks. I don't know why, but for some reason, all of the new like animatronics for Glamrocks just don't really hit as well as like Glamrock Chica and Glamrock Freddy. I like the whole Elton John aesthetic, and I'm not trying to say that this is bad by any means, but I just until we see him in game and see really how he is, for now he's just not really too memorable to me, but we'll see, okay? We'll see. This could change and probably will. Uh I don't know which one this is. This is what is this? It's balloon something can stand. I don't know. We're gonna give him an F. I would joke around and give him a C, but you know the truth. Okay. Mr. Hippo. Okay, Mr. Hippo. In FNAF 6, forgettable as heck. In UCN, annoying as heck because he says the story, which at first is funny, but then it happens to you more and more, and you're like, oh gosh, this is awful. So he's gonna get a D tier. He is something that sticks out to me though. So he's better than Happy Frog for certain. Okay, Mr. Hugs. I remember him slightly more than these guys, than the other trash. So he's gonna get an E. Mainly because he's with Toy Freddy, so, he gets an E. Okay, the vacuum cleaner with eyes is better than the can or the balloon thing. Okay, Music Man. Uh, Music Man. Okay, hold up. No, no, no. Music Man's gonna get a D. I don't really like him too much. I don't like his mechanics in UCN. I barely remember him from FNAF 6, but his design for what it is quite frightening, so he'll get a D. Okay, Ned Bear. Ned Bear, I don't like. Ned Bear's gonna get an E. He's funny. He's self-aware. You know what? He's self-aware, and he's funny. We're gonna give him a D. He's like Mr. Hippo. He has something that's funny that you laugh about when you get jump scared by him at least. So that's nice. Okay, Blacklight Bonnie from the Bonnie Repair and FNAF VR. Uh, one of the weaker hard mode characters. I'm gonna give them a D. I do remember it though, and it's a pretty cool design. Uh, Same thing with the Blacklight Chica. It's fine. You know what? They're gonna get down here. Okay. Nightmare Balloon Boy hates his mechanics in Ultimate Custom Night, but yeah, I love his voice. And he's basically just Plush Trap. But Balloon Boy. So he'll get a B. He's there. His design is pretty neat. Okay, Nightmare Bonnie. Nightmare Bonnie's gonna get an A, and we're gonna give him a B. Nightmare Animatronics are pretty spooky. This is the scariest one in my opinion, or one of the scariest, because this is again one that you see very early on in the game. Nightmare Bonnie, it's just one to remember. Yeah, I don't know. Same thing with Nightmare Chica. They're there, they exist. Nightmare Cupcake. Oh, okay. Nightmare Cupcake's gonna get E. Yeah, he'll get a D. At least he jump scares you. So yeah, there's that. Nightmare Endo. Who remembers this? Who remembers this thing? Okay, we see this in FNAF VR like once or twice. Okay, that's its only good thing. Nightmare Foxy. Oh gosh, this is getting tiring. Nightmare Foxy is gonna get um also a B tier to be honest. And we'll give him a C. I don't know. I'm very indecisive about the nightmares. I'll give him a B. He deserves that. Okay, Nightmare Fredbear. I like Nightmare Fredbear a ton. I love his voice in UCN, and his laugh in FNAF 4 is spooky. So, he's cool. He's cool. He's very cool. Okay, Nightmare Freddy. I don't like Nightmare Freddy quite as much as these guys, but he's cool with the Freddles. The Freddles help him be a little bit better. Nightmare Mangle, I don't really remember Nightmare Mangle too much, and when I do remember it, it's because it was so annoying because it just was constantly staticking because you can't hear the breathing in the doorway because there's just the constant mangle static, so it's really annoying. Nightmare is the same thing as Nightmare Fredbear, basically, just kind of spookier, so it's gonna get an S tier. Just love the design, and again, a really cool voice. So yeah, they're basically the same, really. So, no complaints. Nightmarion. Nightmarion is really annoying in UCN, but he'll get a C. Because outside of UCN, I don't remember him. Like in FNAF 4, if it wasn't for UCN, wouldn't remember him, wouldn't care at all about him. But he'll get a C here because I somewhat remember him now. Because of UCN. Can Man. Or what is this? What is this? Crate? Number 1 crate, yeah. Uh, obviously, yeah. Uh, Old Man Consequences. For what he is, he's kind of neat. But he has lore, I guess. I don't know. He has lore, but otherwise forgettable. So I'll give him an E though, because he does have some kind of cool lore and quotes. Orville Elephant, for lack of a better word, is just forgettable. I know I'm using the same words over and over again, but he really is just forgettable. He's an elephant. He's the first elephant in FNAF, so that's kind of cool. But otherwise, nothing too much. So this is Pan Stan, right? I don't know. I don't know anymore. Paper Pals. I mean, they're paper, you know. Okay, Phantom Balloon Boy. Phantom Balloon Boy, yeah, you know, he appears a lot, and he's really annoying, so we'll get to see. Same thing with Balloon Boy, basically. Man, this is really starting to get full. We're almost there. We're like over halfway, I'd say. Phantom Chica, the worst Phantom in my opinion. Watermelon Chica, it doesn't look so good and only appears like in FNAF 3. So, I mean, it's fine. Um, I don't know. I feel like Phantom Foxy is a little bit scarier than Phantom Chica, but otherwise, again, kind of forgettable. You know, the Phantoms I find just boring. Phantom Freddy, though, on the other hand, I will give credit where credit is due. I'll give him B tier, mainly because of UCN, with him fading in and out of existence. I think that's really cool, and I really like how he looks in UCN. Maybe not FNAF 3 so much, but UCN just makes it way better for me. Phantom Mingle, uh, I mean, it's in UCN, so I guess it's kind of neat. I'll put it in D. You know what? The loud noise though is just another annoying thing for me. Phantom Puppet, I don't remember it. You see it like once and then it just goes up in your face. Pig Patch is my OC, but as a matter of fact, you know, I don't. He's not my absolute favorite character. He is my OC, just recolored. But he's still not my favorite character. But I love his voice, and he's the first pig animatronic ever, so that's really cool. You know, game and pig right there. But honestly, he's not my favorite character of all time. But he's cool. Plush babies, I absolutely hate them. I absolutely hate them. They're the worst. They're the worst. They're just the worst. Their mode is very annoying and very hard. And yeah, they're just dumb. Okay, Plush Trap. Plush Trap, I really uh like Plush Trap a lot more now. I'm gonna give Plush Trap um because of FNAF AR. You know, when I first saw Plushtrap's model in FNAF AR in the trailers and promotional art, I thought that looks awful. Then when it actually came in game, I was like, you know what, that's really cool. And you know, I'm just gonna give it an S. I like Plushtrap a lot more now. His mechanics in every game, you know, mostly the same, but his design is really fun and really cool. And I love the Plushtrap Chaser in what's it? The Fazbear Frights. Kind of cool. The pumpkin. It's a pumpkin. Okay, it's a pumpkin. It's a pumpkin. Radioactive Foxy. Foxy but green. You know. I mean, yeah. Not much to say. Rockstar Bonnie. You know, I actually like Rockstar Bonnie's design a bit. I'm gonna give it a B. I like his voice. You know what? Rockstar Bonnie overall is one of those characters that we hear nothing about, but I like. His voice and design, really cool. As you can see, I'm trying to get through this as quick as possible because we still gotta do some bit more. But if you're still watching, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Anyways, um, what? Rockstar Chica. Rockstar Chica. I don't know what happened to this design, but she's scared of wet floors, and she has maracas, and is from Texas, so that's neat. Okay, Rockstar Foxy. You know, I've had more bad experiences than good ones with Rockstar Foxy. I was playing UCN a lot, you know, before break just to cure my boredom from school, and it just, oh man, I kept losing because I tapped the dumb bird, and I got jump scared. So you know what, bad experience. Um, honestly, in all honesty, he'll get a D though. Rockstar Freddy, pretty memorable. Because of UCN, so you know he's cool. I'll give him a. I'll give him an. I'll give him a B. Okay, I'll give him a B. I still like Rockstar Bonnie's design a bit better. Just kind of spooky when it wants to be, but also just kind of cool. Uh, Roxanne. I don't like Roxanne. I don't. Not one bit. Not one bit. Okay. So far, I don't like Roxanne's design. Just looks weird. Shadow Bonnie. You know, I really like Shadow Bonnie. I don't know. Listen, he's in FNAF AR and is really spooky, and that you can literally like run away from Shadow Bonnie all you want in that game. It's really cool with the new AR technology. Um, and yeah, it's just mysterious. We don't know anything about him basically. It's still kind of confusing, but we can say that maybe he's Remnant. So that's kind of cool. Okay. What's this? Magma Chica. I don't like this skin, okay? I don't like it. Scrap Baby, same thing as normal baby, but a little bit better. So I'll give her a A tier also. Scrap Trap, um, you know, same thing as Springtrap, and Springtrap's amazing. Just a little bit worse design, so I'll give him an A. Security Puppet, by the way, speaking of Security Puppet, I bought the plushie and I will have a review on it soon. But otherwise, Security Puppet, it's okay. I'll give him an average, It's cool that we get the kind of mini game with him, but or her, and it almost looks like Fun Time Puppet to me, but nothing too special. Okay, Shadow Freddy. Legitimately, Shadow Freddy is the worst shadow, and there's only like 2 shadows, but I'm sorry. Just Purple Freddy. We see him on the camera for like 1 second, and then that's it. It's kind of dumb. Okay, Shadow Mangle from Help Wanted. Hard mode. Mangle, I guess. You know, I like it. I think it's a really interesting idea. It'll get a D though, because it doesn't really appear too much. Shamrock Freddy, a pretty cool skin, It'll get a D. It's decent. It's fine. Okay. Spring Bonnie. I like Spring Bonnie a decent bit. Spring Bonnie's just one of those characters that I remember. And I know I put Fredbear here and they're basically the same thing, but Spring Bonnie is less important. But I think Spring Bonnie is really interesting with the whole, William Afton, this was his suit that he used to do the bat stuff. And I just think it's a really spooky design, and honestly, it's a really interesting concept with the spring locks. So yeah, it'll get an S tier for me. Just love the design, and I love seeing all the different fan interpretations of it. Okay, normal spring trap, same thing. S, S. William Afton, really cool character, basically up to FNAF 6, and he Springtrap is just an amazing design. He's a little bit, of course, this design is better than Scrap Trap, but Springtrap is, they're the same thing. They're the same person, but of course, this design is just a bit better. And as for game mechanics, neither of these have too good game mechanics, but they're fine, Okay, System Air Toy Bonnie is my favorite out of the arcade characters, so it'll go to C. It's pretty cool. I'll give it a B since I give Flaming Springtrap a B, and this is one of my favorites. So yeah. Okay, the Lemonade and Fruit Punch Clown. You know what? They're the best characters. They're extremely underrated. I'm just kidding. You know what? We're gonna keep them with S tier because why not? We can, Um, okay, Toxic Springtrap. Another really cool skin design. A B tier. Toy Bonnie. Horrible voice in FNAF AR. So that kind of lowers it for me. Otherwise, cool design and stuff. Toy Chica, best Chica design of all time. Legitimately, honestly, I think it's a pretty cool Chica design. I'm just replacing this. Toy Chica. Honestly, I like the design. It's a little more happy, chipper looking. Chica to me, while still being a cool character, he's always just been a little too creepy. This is very kid friendly, and I like what Scott did with the design. It's pretty cool. Toy Freddy, same thing as Toy Bonnie. Where did I put Toy Bonnie? Yeah, I'll give him. I'll give Toy Freddy a little bit better. His voice isn't awful, and in fact, I think it's pretty good. I like the whole gamer guy aesthetic. So, you know, he's a pretty good character. VR Toy Freddy. It's pretty good. It'll get a D tier though. It's nothing special compared to everything above. Withered Bonnie, the best Withered of all time, to be honest. it'll get an S tier. For me, honestly, it's one of the best. Withered Chica is gonna get an A tier, and one of the probably the second best Withered to me. I just like it a lot. You know, it, I like when the Withered are very withered noticeably. You know, because at some point, like Withered Freddy could be, you know, just be where's Withered Freddy? Yeah, he just looks like normal Freddy, but worse. We'll get to him in a second, though. Gosh. Withered Foxy. He has an interesting mechanic in FNAF 2, so he gets a C tier. Withered Freddy. Again, the worst Withered. So it'll get a E tier. Okay, Withered Golden Freddy. Same thing as normal Golden Freddy, but it's a bit less mysterious, and to me that just kind of takes a little bit away from it, and we've seen him a lot, so it kind of is a little bit annoying to see him so much, so, yeah. XOR, basically Shadow GD. It's the same thing as GD, but it's worse and appears in 50/20 mode, so, you know, there's that. Yendo, E tier, you know, it's in Funtime Freddy Endo, but with yellow eyes. Ringmaster Foxy, don't like the skin, to be honest. Katrina Toy Chica, it's a pretty good skin. I won't complain. Clown Springtrap, yeah, no, it is what it is. It's Springtrap, but a clown. I'm not a huge fan of the skin either, but it's okay. I'll give it a little bit higher, I guess. Magician Mangle, a skin I don't like, and a lot of people disagree with me, but I just don't like it. Black Ice Frostbear, he's gonna get an S tier also, surprisingly. This is actually wait, S tier. No. A tier. Same thing with Frostbear, because they basically just reinvented Frostbear, and Frostbear is already pretty cool. So to see just an improvement to Frostbear, I like. Brawl. My gosh, I was about to say Broiler. Boulder, Toy Bonnie. It's cool. It's the best one in the Woodland event, in my opinion, but nothing too crazy. Swamp BB, don't like the skin, kind of ugly and scary. Woodland Toy Freddy, meh. Okay, this is actually one I kind of like the skins. So B tier for me, another pretty cool skin with Ballora, Icicle Ballora, whatever she's called, really cool. And finally, the last one, thank you, oh my gosh, is, Frostbite Balloon Boy, E tier. Oh my gosh, we're done. Oh, oof. And if you did want to know, like, some of the characters that are missing, like, I know for a fact Vanny's missing, obviously. Vanny would get S tier. Vanny's one of my favorite characters. And yeah, if you want to try this tier list out, I'll try and link it in the description if I remember. But it's really cool, and it has a lot of characters, so this is going to take you a while, so... yeah, but that's my tier list. There are so many FNAF characters. It's hard to keep up these days, but... yeah, thank you so much for watching. I will see you guys next time. Take care. Bye-bye.